The town of Red Hollow was dying slowly. Not from drought, not from sickness, but from fear. It sat between two hills and a dry riverbed, forgotten by maps and avoided by travelers. Once, Red Hollow had been loud with laughter, hammer strikes, and church bells. Now the wind carried only creaking signs and the sound of doors closing too quickly. Jack Carter rode in just before sundown. He noticed the silence first. Towns always spoke to him, even when they tried not to. Red Hollow wasn't whispering, it was holding its breath. Horses were tied but unattended. A half-loaded wagon stood abandoned near the general store. Windows were shuttered, though the heat demanded air. Jack felt the familiar weight settle into his chest. Someone was in control here. And it wasn't the law. He dismounted slowly near the well. No one greeted him. No child ran past. Even the dogs were gone. Jack rested his hand near his holster, not threatening, just ready. A man finally stepped out from the shadows of the saloon. Thin, older than he should have been. His eyes darted like prey. "You shouldn't stay," the man said quietly. Jack tipped his hat. "Just passing through." The man swallowed. "Then pass fast." Jack studied the street. Boot prints overlapped each other in rough patterns. Too many for a town this size. Too heavy for farmers. "Who runs things now?" Jack asked. The man didn't answer. He glanced toward the far end of town where a large building loomed. Once a grain depot, now something else. "They call themselves the Black Spur Gang," the man finally said. "They came 6 months ago, took the sheriff first." Jack nodded. Gangs always started with the law. Remove the spine and the body collapses. "They collect," the man continued, "money, food, daughters if you argue." Jack's jaw tightened, but his voice stayed calm. "How many?" 15, maybe more. They rotate riders." Jack looked at the depot again. He counted windows, counted angles, counted exits. "Who's left to fight?" Jack asked. The man laughed once, bitter and dry. "Fight, mister, we can barely breathe." Jack thanked him and walked toward the saloon. Inside, the air smelled stale. A few townsfolk sat scattered, eyes down. When Jack entered, conversation stopped entirely. A woman behind the bar met his gaze. She didn't smile. She didn't ask what he wanted. She just said, "You should leave before dark." Jack sat anyway. "Name's Jack Carter," he said. "I hear you've got a problem." No one answered. A boy no older than 12 watched him from the stairs. Hope flickered there, quick and dangerous. Jack leaned back. "I'm not asking for thanks. I'm asking questions." The woman poured him water instead of whiskey. Her hand shook. "They come at night," she said. "They take what they want. If we resist, they make an example." Jack drank slowly. "Who leads them?" "Man named Holt Blackwood," she replied. "Smart, cruel, likes to remind us he's smarter." Jack exhaled. Leaders like that were always proud of their control. Outside, the sun dipped low. The town felt smaller as shadows grew longer. Jack stood. "I'll need a place to sleep." The woman hesitated. "You won't be safe." Jack nodded. "Neither are you." He took a room upstairs. From the window, he could see the depot clearly. Lantern light flickered inside. Laughter spilled out, careless and loud. Jack cleaned his revolver carefully, oiled the action, checked each round. This wasn't going to be quick. And it wasn't going to be clean. Night fell heavy. The first scream came just after midnight. Jack was already moving. He slipped through alleys and behind buildings, becoming part of the dark. At the far end of town, 3 gang members dragged a man toward the depot. Blood streaked the dirt behind him. Jack waited until they passed between 2 structures. The first man fell without a sound. The second turned too late. The third ran. Jack led him. Fear spreads faster than bodies. By morning, the town knew something had changed. The gang knew it too. They found the bodies at dawn. Holt Blackwood stood over them, jaw tight, eyes sharp. "Someone's here," he said. "Someone who thinks this town matters." He smiled thinly. "Find him." They searched house to house. Jack watched from above, memorizing routes, habits, mistakes. Gangs rely on numbers. Numbers create noise. Noise creates openings. Jack met with the townsfolk in secret that afternoon. In a cellar beneath the church, he laid out a plan. "I can't save this town alone," he said, "but I can help you save yourselves." They listened. Because hope had returned, and hope is loud. They blocked alleys, they hid supplies, they rang bells at false hours. Confusion began to eat at the gang. That night, a fire broke out near the stables. 2 gang members rushed to put it out. They never came back. Holt responded with cruelty. He dragged the farmer into the street and beat him until the town watched. Jack almost moved. Almost. But timing matters more than anger. The next day, the gang's food stores were poisoned, not lethal, just enough to weaken. By the 4th night, paranoia had taken hold. Men slept in pairs. Guns stayed drawn. Jack waited for Holt. He came at dawn, riding alone to the saloon. Leaders eventually isolate themselves. Pride demands it. Jack stepped out to meet him. Holt smiled. "I wondered when you'd show yourself." Jack didn't smile back. "You're done here." Holt laughed. "This town belongs to me." Jack shook his head. It never did. The gunfight was short. When Holt fell, the town didn't cheer. They watched, silent, waiting to see if it was real. The remaining gang tried to flee. The town didn't let them. Men who had been afraid picked up rifles. Women barred doors. Bells rang, not in warning, but in defiance. By sunset, Red Hollow was free. Jack didn't stay for celebrations. He stood at the edge of town as people gathered around the well again. Children laughed. Dogs returned. The woman from the saloon approached him. "You saved us." Jack adjusted his saddle. "You saved yourselves." She wanted to say more. He was already riding away. Behind him, Red Hollow breathed again. And somewhere, word spread. Jack Carter was still out there. And fear had learned a new name.